Shia Rights Watch, a human rights organization dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, has released its latest monthly report about the violations of Shia Muslims' religious and human rights in different parts of the world. This report also addresses the recent terrorist movements and anti-Shia acts by state members of some countries and all around the world. Many human rights activists have contributed to this report with verified documents, which will be presented to the media, international foundations, and the public opinion.
In its latest monthly report, Shia Rights Watch organization addresses the anti-Shia and terrorist movements against Shias across the world in January 2016. It is noteworthy that this report only includes incidents that enjoy sufficient and verified documents. This report will be sent to human rights organizations, international foundations, the media, and the public opinion. United Arab Emirates. In a sectarian move, some Shia Muslims with Iraqi nationality were expelled from United Arab Emirates. It is noteworthy that some sources said these Iraqis were deported for their being Shia Muslim. Unfortunately, there is an escalation of anti-Shia movements carried out by the governments of some Arab countries. Pakistan. After a well-known Shia figure criticized the Saudis' brutal assault to Yemen, the Pakistani security forces arrested this Shia person for practicing his right of free expression. The mass killing of innocent people in Yemen has raised many voices who lash out the Saudi policies in the region. Bahrain. After the execution of Sheikh Namir and the widespread protests in Bahrain, security forces clamped down on the protesters heavily. In addition, the Bahraini regime continues its systematic plans for marginalizing the Shia citizens of this country. Recently, the Bahraini government has started to grant the country's citizenship to a specific group of people, and in turn has denied many Shia Bahrainis of their citizenship. In the meantime, suppressing peaceful demonstrations and releasing harsh and unfair sentences against Shia citizens are underway. In recent years, the Bahraini regime has tried to quell the protests by arbitrary arrests and anti-human sentences against its Shia citizens. Egypt. In a move to provoke anti-Shia sentiments across the Muslim world, the University of Al-Azhar hosted a conference with the subject of confronting Shia Islam in this country. In the recent years, as the culture of Prophet's household became popular among different groups of people, there were widespread black propaganda against the Shia Islam by some specific institutions. Nigeria. In almost 2 months after the deadly attack which was carried out by the Nigerian army to a village resided by Shia Muslims, there is still no clear number of the Shias who lost their lives. It is wild that more than 700 Shias are missing and their fate is in the dark. In the past month, the Nigerian court announced that it would address the charges of 200 Nigerian Shia citizens for carrying weapons. Sadly, the Shia Muslims living in Nigeria have been a target for the army, soldiers, and terrorist groups on different occasions. Syria. During the past month, many civilians lost their lives in Syria. 2 Shia cities of Kafria and Foa are still in heavy blockade by extremist forces that hit the civilians with the rockets on a daily basis. In one of the month's deadliest bomb attacks, a suicide bomber detonated his bombs and killed tens of people in Zainabia district in Damascus. It is noteworthy that there are many such attacks hitting different cities of this country. Saudi Arabia. In another anti-Shia and provocative act, the Saudi authorities detained a Shia professor at his office in Qatif City. A few days before this arrest, some suicide attackers targeted the Shia mosque of Imam Rida peace be upon him in Al-Aqsa province, killing 4 people and wounding 18 others. In addition, the Saudi regime has used all opportunities to marginalize the Shia community in this country in different ways, such as suppression, discrimination, and numerous death penalties issues for underage kids and government dissidents. Unfortunately, the Saudi policies were to encounter any movement on the side of the Shia communities. In the recent month, the Saudi government closed a Shia mosque in Al-Aqsa after a Shia preacher criticized the policies of the regime. Iraq. Shia Muslims and their communities in the capital Baghdad have been a main target for the ISIS suicide bombers. The number of the injured and killed in these attacks has raised many concerns, and despite tightened security measures, the blasts continue to claim more and more casualties. Iraqi authorities have also announced that the road bombs, suicide bombers, car bombs, and kidnappings have jeopardized the lives of the civilians. Waves of blasts in this month also resulted in the death of many civilians in the country's capital.